Have I got a little cracker for you today, ladies and gents? Now you might be thinking, Paul, you just seriously can't keep finding gems like this. And I know that word gets bandied about a bit, but let me tell you, I'm rejecting countless tokens before I find one. It is hard going. But yeah, the ones I'm presenting are not ones for views. You know, I'm not playing that game. You know, the same bullshit titles like I was wrong, what's worth more, 10,000 of this or 50,000 that. I'm not playing that game. So if you actually genuinely want to learn something that actually might help you make money, instead of watching the same regurgitated shit that these bigger channels have, just saying, then maybe it's worth subscribing to this one. And I'll leave that there, apart from thanking the new subscribers. Really do appreciate it. It looks like there's a chance of me getting to 100 by Christmas Day, so I'm in with the shout. Fingers crossed. With your help, I can pull this off. Right, so today, we're looking at Kommunitas, if I've pronounced that right. Sounds naughty, so I don't think I want to say it too many times. And this, sorry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to present the case for you to why I think this is a potential cracker, and I've done a proper deep dive into this as to why it may be a better play than going for Seedify. Don't get me wrong, I like Seedify, I think it'll do very well, but in terms of games, this potentially could do much better. Okay, we'll start off. We can see the price, really dirt cheap. Market cap, teeny tiny, less than 3 million, but look at the volume. So the volume's higher than market cap, which is always a good sign. Fair enough, it's a bit down today. And this caught my eye. I'm always wanting to see a circulating supply that is as high as possible, because of course it mitigates risk with being dumped on and so forth. However, even though that wasn't too shabby, after some further digging, it would appear that that information on here, on this tab, is wrong, and it's actually up to 83, nearly 84%. So that's a good start for 10. In fact, look, market cap, this is why you need to check multiple sources. This, you said it's 4 million. Just spotted that actually, whereas that's 3. So don't just take market cap's information as is. The more I'm doing these, I'm realising the more incorrect information on there. I don't know how that fucks up one, for a better expression, but it does. Anyway, let's look at the chart on this thing. So, all-time high here, penny just over, and we're here, and it's starting to go on a little bit of a run. We're 83% down on its all-time high, and its market cap is 1598 in terms of a ranking. So what is it? It's a decentralized crowdfunding ecosystem for Web3 projects. Some might refer to it as a launchpad or IDO platform, but K will refer to it for speed, is aiming to build not only a platform but more to an ecosystem. K not only provides fundraising for any type of Web3 projects from various blockchains, but also other forms of support such as marketing, community management, KOL, VC connections, SEO, and even product development needs such vesting portal and staking platform. So that's what it is. I think it's important you know what they're claiming to be their 3 key advantages, and don't worry, I'm not going to read all this out. So you've got a tierless system, which appears to be a significant benefit. You've got revenue sharing, and you've got priority projects criteria. And by all means, you can read this, you know, yourself, and you've probably been already reading this. But it enables them to participate in the launchpad, and basically, so they're comfortable with their limit, and you know. So that's what they're saying helps them stand out. But what I did notice, and this, watch this video here, it's worth a little watch, is look how it compares. So token price here, look at the others, and tier requirements, guaranteed, lottery, guaranteed, even Seedify is a lottery, so that's a big benefit. So yeah, it on the face of it, these metrics and how it's comparing do look attractive. Some events going on, they've got their roadmap. One thing I did notice was they've not gone any further than this, so maybe a slight concern. I'd like to see a little bit more, you know, where are they going with this into next year, but they might not have just got around to it. On the face of it, this looked good, that they're actually sticking to their roadmap and they're achieving what they want to do. I did dig deeper to find out that's not quite accurate. They're behind on one or two little bits, but overall nothing to concern me about. Portfolio, they've got what else? Exchange, well, it's game. We've got partnerships galore. Although to be fair, I didn't really recognise any of these, but you know, that's good. But they've got many. They've seen in the news. They've been awarded or recognised, should I say. For example, top 10 most popular IDO platform in October. All good stuff. And they've got people waxing lyrical about them. And is this the brainiest appearing bunch of people you've ever seen? And no, it's not just because they're wearing glasses. Before someone comments, but they look as if I've ever seen a smart bunch of people. They look like it. So so yeah, on the face of it, looks like a good project, but of course we dig deeper. And I wanted to make sure that they were funded well. So this is their article within the white paper. So they raised 2 million, so that's good. Happy with that. I won't bore you with going through this, but yeah, nice to see funding's in play. And then on the tokenomics front, they at one point had 40 billion, and they've shrunk it to 2 billion tokens, as is evident here. And I also like the fact that they're transparent about how you can go and validate this. I think this is a bit old when they were writing about this, because you can say, well, it is, look, liquidity will be locked for 2 years until 1st of August 2023, so this is obviously old and this has changed, but nonetheless I like the transparency. It's like, you know, you can go and check, you know, we're not hiding anything, so I thought it was quite cool. I couldn't find the normal vesting program that I would find on the normal page that I use information wise, so I don't know why that was, but equally they've got vesting 5% every month until 20 months, so it seems low percentages. So again, only 2%, so that seems pretty good. Now what I did want to show you here, holders is smaller than I'd like. There's only 483 holders, so that's, you know, that's something to be mindful of. But the good news is you can see here from a dumping perspective, risk, it's low with a max account of 9.6%, so that's another box ticked for me. Looks like my concern wasn't validated, or my slight concern, because here they're making it clear that they've updated it up until this point, so it's still ongoing. But when I was saying the other information as it appears on the website, you can see that, you know, stuff's getting finished, but like this has not been done yet, so they're behind on that, and they've not done this as of yet. I think I saw one that was delayed, but overall, you know, no project's going to be perfect. You're going to have one or two bits that are harder for whatever logistical reasons potentially. But the good news is they're making good progress behind schedule though. So it's a project that is developing, moving forward. It's not like the developers have just fucked off and stopped with it. So obviously always a plus. Now I wanted to get a feel for the community. So Twitter, I've got 243,000 followers. Gives us an indication of the market size here. And on the Discord, you know, they've got over 25,000 members, and it seems to be 20, 25 for the, you know, a lot of communities that seem to have something about them have that many. This would worry me if it was much lower. So active community. So yeah, I hope you can see before we get to the price the potential in this project. I mean, just as a summary on this so far, we know they're well funded. You know, we know a lot of their coins gone 83%. It looks like they've got a handle on their tokenomics and that coming out. The project looks exciting, and let's be honest, it's in a narrative, another narrative that should do well in the bull run. Of course, everyone's talking about GameFi in it. Go on, AI. But there are plenty of other narratives, and this is one of them. And I will probably be making this my one of two, or just this one, as a launchpad one, because I think the potential gains are much better. But I like the fact it's not really getting spoken about. You know, by the time we hear about a lot of these coins are already out, and we've missed the boat. Yes, it's got a slight increase of late, but I think we can get in before this one gets more news, because Seedify is going to get in the news more. And when that comes in, more people will look into other projects and they're going to find this. So I think this is a good shout. Now let's get to the price. So talking Seedify, I want to see what it'd do. So 59x where it is now. If it is all time, it'd be at 87x. But what I also did, I wanted to have a look at what Seedify, because that's been out longer. So we're around about 3-4 million, aren't we, at the moment? So you can see back here, so was Seedify, and that went all the way up to 360 million. So if we did, so that went up to 360 million last time, but look at where it is now. It's at 240 million, and the bull run's only just getting started. So what's this going to do from here on in? 2 billion? Who knows? But if it's already at 240 million, and the whole market circa, last time I looked, probably just over 1 trillion, was it? I've not looked for a little while, forgive me if I'm not. Where are we? Market cap 1.63, and somebody saying this is going to 6. I mean, you've got some fuckers saying it's going to 15. I can't see it myself, but if this is going to a few billion, then why can't this go to what was I going to say, if that's going to go to a few billion, why can't this go to 419 million? And that'd be only 25 cents, but that'd give you 100x. So you know, it's always hard with these kind of price predictions with these things, but for me, it's certainly ticking 50 minimum. I would expect it, and some people might be laughing at me right now, going, "Paul, what are you on about? It's going to be a 200x." Who knows with it? But because we're only investing a small amount of money, it's potential gains. You know, all these type of investments are speculative, some more than others. So it's about minimum amount of money in for massive gains. That's the point of finding these, and then getting your money out, guys. Getting your money out, and then you can let it run. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did. I think I'll be looking further into this and probably picking this one up. All right, guys. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Cheers.